Okay, so Vic's family owned the farm to start with. And so I used to help out before we got married even.
Well, during World War
And then
II,
they turned the farm over to Vic. And Will, he had two brothers. One was in the service, and the other one was on the farm when he was younger, but he left. So it was just Vic running the farm.
So during World War II,
Huh?
During World War II, Vic's brother Al went in the service.
Yes, he was.
And Vic stayed here to run the farm.
Yes, it said one had to go in the service and one had to stay on the farm because they need farmers to make the food and whatever. So they talked it over, and Al said he didn't want to stay on the farm, so Vic stayed on the farm, and Al went in the service.
Okay.
And fortunately, he got home.
Yeah, fortunately.
Because a lot of them didn't get home.
It was very fortunate. So he had already taken over the farm pretty much during World War II.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get in my mind what this is when this all happened.
Well, I can't tell you what you don't want to know.
I don't know what I want to know.
No, I made.
Every time I talk to you, you tell me
and then
something
Vic
new.
took over the farm altogether, and they left the farm to him after his father died, and so he ran the farm. But we had milk cows back then, and then we kept cutting back, and now we have chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of chickens.
Lots of chickens.
Peter's always getting more chickens.
I think we maybe have 300 or 400 chickens.
Yes, we had just ordered more a while ago.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know, and he doesn't know how many chickens. When I could go in the barn, at night I would count sometimes, but you gotta wait till the roosting.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, no, there's too many.
Because they're moving around. And when you drive by the house on the road, you want to watch out because you're going to have this old story about was a chicken cross the road. Well, that's what they do. They
There's
cross
cars
the
coming,
road.
so they run in front of it. Well,
There have been a few that didn't quite make it.
We got 125 chickens this year.
Huh?
We got 125 chickens this year.
Yes, but it must have had a couple times that many before.
Well, and don't forget, before that there were sheep. We had sheep.
Yeah, we had the sheep after the cows, but then eventually they disappeared.
Well, they died. They got old.
They get old.
Yeah, like the rest of us.
So, and now it's much easier with just the chickens.
Well, you still have to be here all the time.
You gotta work. If you got a farm, there's always something to do. Even though you're not making hay, you should mow the fields, which I mentioned all the time.
Every day, I'm sure.
Because you get cedar trees that keep coming up, and you gotta if you want the fields open, you gotta keep mowing.
Well, hopefully Jim Johnson is gonna mow the fields.
Good.
Jim's gonna do it.
Because if they don't, they'll hear from me again.
I don't doubt that a bit. I don't doubt.
You gotta push all the time.
Well, but now the farm is primarily eggs and vegetables.
Yeah.
And you have a big part in that because you clean every egg And
What do I?
I said, you clean every egg. You got a job. You still have.
Oh, I clean dirty eggs every morning.
That's a big job, I
It
think.
takes an hour, and well, when it rains a little bit, the chickens walk in the mud, and they don't scrape their feet before they get in the nest.
No?
No. And so they take the mud in the nest on the eggs. And so when the eggs come in, I got two little knives over there, and I have to scrape the mud off.
Well, that's a
But
big job.
At least I do that. And that's all I can do. I did go out and pick up the eggs and feed the chickens, but the last couple of years I haven't been able to get around to do too much. And Peter said he didn't want me going out to the barn. He's afraid I'll fall down, and me too. I don't want to fall down.
Yeah, well, I
Because
mean,
that's the end of everything if you fall down.
I mean, you are at an age where you should be retired.
Because I am 97, you know.
I think you're 98.
No, not until the end of the year.
You were born in 1925.
Yes, but I haven't had the birthday yet until November.
Well, let's just say your birthday is November 11th, 1925, and people can figure that out.
All right. If
That will be a puzzle that people can.
they want to make me older than I am. I will be in November.
You know what? You've earned it. You can be any age you want.
Funny story about a mouse.
You know
in the
what?
barn.
By the
It
way.
isn't
Mouse
so
in the
great
barn.
getting old because you get so many aches and pains.
There's a funny story about a mouse in the barn. Is there a funny story about a mouse in the barn?
Not that I know of. Every barn's got mice, and
Well,
it's not funny.
But he,
I don't know. No.
I don't know. I don't know that story.
I do.
Oh, you'll have to add that on, I think.